Excuse me. I'm just finishing out a little snack. I am a little bit hungry. um, I didn't really eat much today, so having just a little snack. I would be done soon. Hello. Okay. I don't know why I went live, but I did. I need me some water. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Writers Right. This is season 2, long awaited. I know season 1 ended abruptly. That was my fault. A lot of stuff was happening between work and the process of trying to go back to school. Things just weren't working out. So as you guys know, I am going back to school. Woohoo! I'm super excited for that. So I don't know what Writers Right will look like. I did want to stream more often, but unfortunately, my schedule at work just isn't working out. So don't know how it's going to be. If you are new, well, welcome. My name is SID The KIDD, and you can call me SID The KIDD. That's what I will be referring to myself as. Writers Right is just where I take writers, for the most part, who just talk about stuff, whether it contributes to writing or, stuff that's happened in our life in general. Today's topic is AuthorTube is dead. I decided to do this because last night I saw a video that kind of got me upset, because I know how unfair it is on AuthorTube in general. And one thing about it is it's 2 parts algorithm, 1 part reference, I guess you could say. So I just wanted to dive into that rather than talk about really if AuthorTube is like actually really dead. That will be more towards the end, where if people want to chime in on that, they can. For me, how my feelings about AuthorTube is that it is a nice community overall, but if you are trying to get in, you have an easy access, but to maintain your status is hard. And what I mean is anyone can join AuthorTube. You can stream with people, but after your first month is over and you're no longer a newbie, you're old news unless you have something new and exciting. So I feel like that is what's happening to people on AuthorTube, and why it is dying is because I would say during COVID, we had a huge rush of new people. I saw people who joined about a few months previously than I did, and I started in June, I want to say. My 1-year anniversary did pass. I did not do anything because I didn't have the stuff that I wanted to do, but I will have some videos coming out for that. You have a lot of stuff that happens on AuthorTube to keep it moving. Some people want to see you do vlogs. Some people want you to give resources and tell us what you do in a day. Some people just want to see your work. So it's a different target audience for everyone in AuthorTube. You have to figure out what's you're most comfortable with and what can you do to contribute. And I feel like that is what happens. I just have some questions that I'm going to answer. If anyone's in the chat and wants to answer, you can do that as well. But Writers Right question 1, why is it hard to blow up on AuthorTube? Like I was saying, I think it's like a little bit of the algorithm and also people talking about it, because people have this perception in general that if you join YouTube, you're going to reach 1,000 subscribers, you're going to make money and all of that. But it's hard to make money off of YouTube, even if you reach the threshold that you should. You have to maintain your monthly views. You have to give out great content. You have to be engaging. Most people who are on YouTube or AuthorTube aren't engaging with the community. They aren't social. It's okay, this is just me, come. And it's like, no, this is you, we're coming to you, and you gather us together. And I feel like that is something that makes it hard to really grow on AuthorTube in general, is people will have either the personality or they'll have the content, but sometimes they don't have both together. And for what I've seen, people do have the content, but sometimes the personality is very, very lacking. When trying to go big on AuthorTube, I'm not telling you what to do, but I feel like you need to have a presence that's not there just yet. To blow up on AuthorTube, you need you got to be someone who's new. B, you got to come in with a clear idea and concept of what you want your channel to be. You got to know your brand, you got to know your target audience, and you got to know who to connect with. Because unfortunately, I don't think I've seen it where there was someone who has made it big in the AuthorTube community who hasn't done a live stream or done a collaboration video with somebody else on AuthorTube. Whether you're in the same subscriber count or not, you need someone to help you grow as well, someone who you can be co-partners with. So that's my little take on blowing up on the AuthorTube. Hello, how are you? I hope all is well. If you guys do not know, I need to get the link, Azaria, right on Wattpad, and I don't have it just yet, but I will get some resources going. Are you? Oh, excuse me, sorry, that was not cool. I just cracked my finger. How do I make you, wait, no. Oh, you are, perfect. You are a moderator. If you want, throw your link up in there. Let people know where we can find you. Let us know. But that is my thing about trying to blow up on AuthorTube. It is super hard if you do not have someone there with you. Another thing is, how does the algorithm play a role in someone's success? So for this one, I feel like the algorithm can go two ways. It goes two ways. Yes, it can go towards race, because let's be honest, the way it can work is, I'm not saying people are seeing it, but if you are someone who is not melanated, it is easier to grab the attention of others. Rather, if you are melanated, we have to be real. We got to address this. In general, in life, you just have to work harder to be seen. Also, with the algorithm, what it is like I said about collaboration. If you do not have someone there with you to do a collaboration, there's nowhere to go. So with the algorithm, I'm going to say something that's a little bit different. I'm going to go backwards. That's not really a part of the algorithm, but it's some way to help you get noticed. People will start a channel. That's great. And then they will have the hashtags. That's also great. And then they will come in to do something for like either Camp Nano or NaNoWriMo, or, you know, let's take Milwardy that Kate is doing. If you join something like that that's popular in the AuthorTube or writing community, you do get followers in that way. But people don't maintain it, because one thing you have to do is you do have to go into other people's live streams. You do have to go into other people's videos and comment. You have to be on social media. YouTube is one part of it, but then it's also, I think AuthorTube is bigger on Twitter to get to know people, but to create the tight end relationships and get to know people, Instagram is the way to go. So I feel like on top of having YouTube, you have to have other platforms. For me, I am someone who is still shy and reserved and private. So reaching out to people, I still don't do. There are so many people I would like to do a collaboration with, and reach out to, but I'm scared, not because of the rejection, but because I'm someone who naturally doesn't like to reach out and talk to other people. And if you are the same way, I'm telling you, you're going to have to just try to get over that fear a little bit. So the algorithm goes into play with not only what your demographic is, but also your engagement with other people in the community. If you guys don't know, this is the link right here. This is what you want to see. This is what you want. Go click on it. Everything looks great. Let's go. Let's go read some books. Azari also said the algorithm would throw you up in some weird places for recommendation. Exactly. Oh my God. Also, you just made a great point with the algorithm. How you put stuff out there. If you are someone who is part of the AuthorTube community, right, but you like writing, and if you do something that mentions about journaling or planning, it's going to shoot you somewhere else. You have to be careful with what you also say and put out in your live streams, because that helps the algorithm to put you somewhere else. It's not going to give you the direct path that you want. I've seen people on my personal accounts, and I can have an account that is not subscribed to anyone on AuthorTube, and I'll get a video, not because it's tracking the same website. Like I could be in a private mode or something. I could be incognito or whatever, but it's something that I would look for. You are recommended because of something you said in the video. So it's very, very, very different. And I feel like with the algorithm, it does play a major role, but then also what people have to do is be more social and reach out. You have to be social and reach out, because if you don't, you're not going to get far on AuthorTube as you would like. And then you got to know what your own personal goal is. I tell people all the time, my goal is not to be monetized. If I reach 1,000 subscribers, if I get the watch hours, if I'm able to make some money, that's great. That is a huge bonus. For me, I decided to join the AuthorTube community because I wanted to venture out of my comfort zone, meet more people, and meet more like-minded people who understand how hard it is to either go to work and or school, and trying to write on your own time. It is hard. If you have a busy personal life, it's hard to write. And one thing I've been grateful for was to see a couple people on AuthorTube who have quit their own personal, professional jobs to be a writer full-time, and are living out their dreams, really, more so to say. And they're telling people and being honest what it's like, because it's hard to live off of being a writer. We all know this, no matter what. If you are not someone who is up there in the traditionally published world, it is hard to make some money. I hope I don't offend no one, but if anyone is indie published and is making a lot of money off of that, like, it's just hard to make the money off of it, especially if you're trying to do indie publishing, because you have to do your own marketing. So with your YouTube channel, you have to do your own marketing. You have to put your stuff out there. You have to put out your own content. For me, I changed my YouTube name 3 times. I've changed my logo 5 times. It's forever changing, forever evolving. So I personally like S. Sapak, but people are gonna know that's SID. One time I had a logo and I changed my name and people didn't know who I was, but then someone said, no, that's SID. I know that avatar. And I said, branding. And so I kept it, and it's what people have known me for. And then recently I just went through a change because it was more of like a new year. I just wanted something fresh, something that was like more me, something a little bit more toned down, because when I got into AuthorTube, I got into the glitz and glam of it. I was doing stuff that I normally wouldn't do or didn't want to do. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. So that is the main reason why I had to take a step back. Honestly, it legit wasn't because of work as much as I thought it was. It was more so of me not putting out what I wanted to put out. I was angry with doing my videos, trying to edit them. It was horrible. Trying to coordinate live streams when I wanted them, it was awful. I was just in my own head because I was trying to put myself on this pedestal of where I wanted to be, but I wasn't there because I felt like I had to be where other people were around me who were doing the same thing as me, or they started as me, but I wasn't where they were. And I had to realize what my real goals were, what my intentions were. And I feel like for me, it's been helping my platform because whenever I post to Instagram, and I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really a social person. I love to be able to talk to people inside the comments because I get to respond back and people wish me well. Hey, Sid, I haven't heard from you in a while. Hope everything's well. I'm like, thank you. I really hope you are well too, because I'm someone who stays away from social media in general because it's just talking and having one-on-one talks. It makes me anxious. So that's the reason why I had to take a step back and reflect on what I really wanted and know what I want to advertise. I think branding is important. That's why I mentioned Betty White in my first video title, Shake the Memory of Eazy-E and Betty White in my profile picture. And that's what I remember. And that's how I met you. And then now, seeing that, and I go to the writer's shoebox and I see your little logo and I see the alien, I'm like, that's Azaria. And then when you do your Twitch live streams, it's like, okay, you do your branding when you did the 5 a.m. I get to see, I get to understand. And that's what I think people often forget is what's going to make you stand out in a big crowd. Because AuthorTube is small, but we do have a lot of people who are, who do have more viewerships than you. So it is a little bit harder to stand out half the time. Now, for the most controversial question that there is, if I can be so very blunt, and some of you guys might not like this, I think it was stupid to have this startup. And here is why. I personally do not know how this happened. I think I know, but I didn't watch any videos or anything. I've seen people make posts about it and videos about it, but I never clicked on it because I felt like it was something weird to address. But after the video I saw last night of people wanting to quit because of what was happening, I just felt like I just wanted to put my own little 2 cents on this situation. That was about it. Is AuthorTube dead? No. I do not think AuthorTube is dead. What I think happened is we were in a pandemic, and I think there was a big rush of people coming in to start something that they've seen and wanted to be a part of it, and they enjoyed it. But then other things were happening that they didn't realize, and they wanted to take a step back. I feel like there were people who've been doing it for so long, and the results that they wanted, they weren't getting, so they were tired. I believe people were looking for something specific and weren't finding it, so they stopped coming. I don't think AuthorTube is dead. I just think the way people think what AuthorTube should be, what it should look like, is not what people want, so then people are turning away. So it's like, if you are not getting the views that you want, or if you're not seeing the content that you want, or if you don't have the people beside you that you want, it's because people aren't getting what they want, so they're just leaving. And then the people leaving are the ones who have the monetization, who get the views, and they're gone. And then you have people towards the bottom who are newer or been doing it for a while and are at the 100 to 500 subscribers and aren't moving anywhere. They're stagnant, and they are being overlooked because, oh, they're not big, they're not monetized. And I think that's where I say you have to do collaborations, let people know you have a channel where you are. Because I feel like the more I've seen people do collaborations, the better. I'll give you an example of someone who's been doing collaborations and has been moving up. They started later than I did, and they have more subscribers. They have great viewership, and that is Glory Writes the Blues. If you do not know, Glory is an AuthorTuber who does live stream chats with their brother and invites people on. And one time for their series, they had one about movies, one about TV shows, and then they brought people in to talk about it. And then not only talk about the movies and whatnot, but then talk about how they represent certain illnesses or disabilities. That was a little, extra that Glory provided. And that is why Glory started to grow, captivated people. And I think with AuthorTube, people are saying it has to be one way or another. Oh, who here? Hello, hi, how are you? I think people thought they would become the AuthorTube PewDiePie, and when that didn't happen, they stopped. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it takes some time to grow. And if you are someone who can grow overnight, that is great. That is awesome. More power to you. But it's something that, like, it takes time to grow, and people don't want to see that progress. They want it instantly. There are people who have been doing this for 3 years, 5 years. They're not where they want to be. There are people who've been doing it for 3 years, 5 years, who are where they want to be. Everyone is different. Very different. Hi. I think people weren't prepared to network. Only connecting with folks just to stream with them is a bad look. Exactly, because you have to know how to cultivate those skills. That's the reason why I started doing more solo sprints, because I didn't want to just reach out to someone, hey, you want to do a live stream? If I'm not texting you, checking up on you, I'm not saying we have to be friends, but it's just like, I don't want to seem like I'm just using you for views. I want us to have somewhat of a connection. And people don't, like I said, when people come to the AuthorTube community, they see everything on screen, but they don't see what happens behind the screens. They don't want to do the stuff that happens in the back. Right? That's what I'm saying. Glory does a really good job. Glory really is amazing, because Glory was the one putting in that work, reaching out to people. And you can tell when Glory was inviting people, it was genuine. It was real. When people want to collaborate with people, it's not very genuine. It's not really real. So I feel like that's something you also have to work on. You have to talk about that. We got some more highs. Oh my God, the whole family's here. We just need a cut, big cousin here, and then like it's super good. I have a hard time co-hosting. I have a stickler for order. You know what happened? If y'all don't know, it was me, Azaria, Grayson, and Tessa. And when I tell you, Azaria was like, yeah, we get it back to a spread. I said, oh, okay, I'm ready. And I think it's so cool. When you are with other people, you got to learn how they work on their channel, because not everyone does the same thing. You know what I mean? So everyone's different. You have to like acknowledge that. People don't want to acknowledge how different people are. We got some more haze, more hoy. So then if AuthorTube is not dead, then what's the plan? Honestly, I think what the plan should be is more collaborations. Jessica Williamson is someone who has done the worldwide writer-thon, right? Worldwide writer-thon. There we go. And I agree with that. That is something that I wanted to do before the idea came to the public, because I don't know how long she's been planning it, but like behind the scenes, that's something I wanted to do. But I was like, ooh, I don't know. But I think it's something that's great to get to know people, is to switch it up, be on live streams with other people. But unfortunately, like I said, people will only do it once or do it twice, and then like they disappear and they're not in other people's chat. So people, you may gain a subscriber count, but people won't look at you if you're not engaging with others. For me, how people know me, I was in other people's live streams, I promoted other people, and genuinely, I will promote you. Because I feel like everyone should be seen. You know, you're not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. I get that. Trust me, I personally get that. But there is this thing where I need to get mine so you can't eat with me. And I don't like that. It's the, okay, I want to grow, but I won't mention you, or I won't let people know what you do because I want to get more subscriber counts than you, which is not fair. I feel like there's room for everyone. Everyone has a different perspective on what they do for writing and what they want to do for their channel, but oftentimes people don't get a chance to do it because they're not being recognized. Right? Everyone does differently. If I have a live stream with people, you just know we're not gonna get a lot of work done because it's a lot of confusion up in here. And I blurt out stuff. I make a lot of mistakes, but you know, it's what people know what they're gonna get because I'm very much more of the relaxed type of feel stuff, and that's the way I go. I'm able to truly be myself with Glory Stream. Glory talks to everyone before and after asking if they're good and whatnot. It feels nice to be seen by someone who actually cares, and that is so true. As someone who did do a live stream with Glory, there was one time where I just didn't know about the TV show, so I was just very in the background, and then Glory texted me on Instagram, "Hey, are you okay? Do you want to talk about something else? What's going on?" I said, "No, you guys are good. I just want to be here." And super comfortable, you know, something like that. But I feel like sometimes we don't really get that with people. We don't check in with others when we should. It's just like, thank you for coming by. I strongly dislike when bigger channels collab with smaller ones, but don't promote the small channels the way they would if they were collabing with the bigger channel. And I definitely agree with that. I 100% agree. It's someone could have 700 subscribers and they'll stream with someone who has like 50, and then the person who gets 50 goes up, but then like the bigger channel never talks about the smaller channel ever again, and it's done. Or my thing is, a smaller channel would do it with a collaboration with the bigger channel, but the smaller channel will only be in that one person chat and not try to go out with somebody else. No matter how big you get for subscriber accounts, it's just subscribers. You can always talk and reach out with other people. And I do have to say, I'm not bad mouthing, you know, high subscriber accounts. I know Kay Kavanaugh, Becca C. Smith, they're some of the people who I know who would jump in people's live streams. They happily do it. And, you know, it's just certain people will not bring their chin down to see others. And that's a big issue for me. Yeah, okay. My next two questions are controversial, so if I get canceled on AuthorTube, just know it's because of this. Anywho, how can we make AuthorTube a friendlier place? If you are someone who's thinking about joining AuthorTube, or if you're new, you're going to watch some free play or whatever, it can get nasty here. And I'm going to be honest. AuthorTube can be a nasty place, depending if you get mixed in with the good people or bad. It could be a nasty place. And I've witnessed it firsthand, personally, and it sucks. And I feel like a way to help make AuthorTube friendlier, in my opinion, is to not recommend people or push people to go to places where there is drama. And what I mean is, if someone has a reputation of being or inviting drama, even if they have a great channel, try not to recommend it. If someone is new, try to welcome them, say hi to them, try to get to know them, get them a mentor in some way, shape, or form. Because like I said, it can be very much a nasty place if people aren't nice. I feel like AuthorTube can sometimes be an exclusive club, whereas like I'm only here if you want to get in, you gotta. ¿Cómo se dice? If you want to get in, you gotta basically be on my side. You know what I mean? Well, I'm not. Why am I saying you know what I mean? Half y'all don't even know what I'm talking about in general because y'all don't see drama, which is great. But it's like things can be. I just feel like half the times, like even before I joined, I've seen people who are no longer like AuthorTubers. They would try. Thank you. I'm gonna get to that comment. I think that's you just summed it up. I love how excited Chad gets when Becca shows up. Right as Becca comes in, she says hi. She checks on everybody. Is super amazing. But I think right here, and don't prey on the newcomers. I think that's what happens when to make AuthorTube friendly. When we get some new people, it's like everyone sees and tries to like grab that one person. It's like, you're on my squad, you're on my team. And it's like, no, let them be open to everyone. And I've witnessed that before I started my journey, and I was like, okay, if I join AuthorTube, I'm not going to join a clique. I won't be doing that. It's because I've seen it and I saw what was happening while other people didn't understand it. It's something that happens a lot, and it makes it very uncomfortable in the situation because you can see the awkwardness. It's just like, ooh, I don't know what's happening, but something is going on. Grayson said, outspoken truth. That's it. With my own experience, being quiet about things experienced by a friendly AuthorTuber shouldn't be kept quiet. I definitely agree with that. I feel bad for myself for keeping my silence because I always said, in general, if you don't say anything, it'll pass over. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm like all burpy. Let me get some water. Not sponsored by Essentia. I think if you see something, I want to repeat what we said on the MBTA. If you see something, say something. Like, honestly, I think that's something I can help out because I was someone who was quiet, and I feel like sometimes I would turn a blind eye to like be like, okay, if I don't say anything, it'll just pass over. When I was going through my drama thing, I don't think I really addressed it personally because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know how it happened. To this day, I still don't know, but I'm hearing bits and pieces. And for some people who started some mess, I haven't heard from them personally, and like I never spoken to them one-on-one, so I don't know why they had to drag me into their stuff. But you know, it's stuff like that. I just remain quiet, and I think I made it worse. But I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that it's more so in the past, and it made me open up my eyes to a lot more things. So that's great. Or on people who've been there for a while they're nice. Exactly. Yeah, because there are people who've just been there out in the open doing this stuff for a while. Then you're like, just come with me. I can guide you. And it's just like, don't do that. Also, not collecting folks of various backgrounds, LGBTQ, Black, etc., and not actually be there for them. I think that is so true. Sometimes it as much as we say it in the book, don't try to put all your characters in one book. Don't try to get everyone from a different background so you can see how great you are. It should be genuine. Half the time, if I'm being honest, Big Bro is a trans man, and I be forgetting. It's not like I'm hanging out with him because he's a trans man. It's just he is a great person who shows me love, comfort. He guides me, and it's just an overall great mentor. But I didn't gravitate towards him to be like, I need that one trans friend. It was something that just happened organically. You shouldn't be going to people like, I need that one white friend, or I need that one black friend, or that one Native American friend, or, that's not cool. It's great to have in your life if it happens organically, but don't check off each of the boxes saying that you need it to seem that you are diverse or that you are open to others. Because if it's forced, people will start to see it, and it makes other people uncomfortable when you prey on them. I hope I never get in drama, LMAO. I'm going full score Earth and addressing it head on. See, and then that's when I will feel bad if anyone has, ever messed with you. But you do got 4 people standing behind you at all time if anything ever happens. It hurts collabing with someone who claims to be an ally only to learn firsthand that they're transphobic. I need more transparency. And I think that's another thing, transparency in general, saying, okay, hey, I don't know much about this. Can you teach me? This is how my views are. So if I come off wrong, just let me know. I feel like sometimes, and I said it to other people, I said it out loud. I am ignorant, but I am willing to learn, because sometimes I'm still very young. I'm 23. I'm in my early 20s. I still don't know a lot of stuff. So what I was taught growing up from my family, or what I never learned, I just have my my viewpoint on it. But I'm always willing to hear people out so I can get further, so I can know things. Right? It's very gonna be funny. And yeah, that part. So that's just me. So yeah, I got like one last question. My voice. Sorry, y'all. Oh my, hold on. Me. I'm about to get sick. I can just tell I'm about to get sick. I can hear it already. I'm about to get sick. See, I wish I would have addressed earlier BS head on, to be honest, especially after I learned some truth. You know what? And I gotta definitely 100 apologize to you, because I gotta thank you, and then I gotta apologize. So thank you for always censoring yourself around me when you just knew I didn't know something, or I was I hate to say it because it is true, like I was just too young to understand. But I am sorry that sometimes, when you was around me, you did have to censor yourself instead of expressing how you truly felt. And I feel like that's something that that is a balance that have to happen, is letting people want to know, like, hey, reel it back in, and then, like, you know what, if you go out there, I'm going to support you. So thank you for centering yourself around me, but then I also am sorry for making you do that as well. So, and the same thing to you, Big Sis, is so true. It is so true. I said it to all of you guys. You guys have protected me and guided me along my journey here, and you guys still talk to me. And that's the thing I feel like people don't understand is, with these individuals, I talk to them, and we have deep conversations, and what I'm going through in life, they help me out. And then sometimes they forget about my innocence because I haven't seen the world as much as they have, or I haven't been through the experiences that they have. So sometimes they just reel it back in, and I apologize for that, but I also thank you guys for that. On a night you get a sick, sir, please take some good rest. I will. After this, I changed my live stream till Thursday, so I'm gonna be going to sleep. I will be laying down in bed because I just feel it happening. I'm drinking some water and all that stuff, so I'm trying to get hydrated. First of all, you don't need to apologize for anything. I don't ever care to put someone in an uncomfortable place when they're not about to create some BS. My purpose is to keep you safe. I know, and then I get that, I do, and I just feel like sometimes I wish you was able just to express yourself, but we know, I know, we know, but yeah. So my last question is, are there rules you need to follow on AuthorTube? And I wanted to ask this question because when I saw AuthorTube, I felt like when you first came in, you had to do the AuthorTube newbie tag. I don't know who created it. I can't say anything about it. But I felt like those questions weren't for me. Oh, you just got to the airport? I saw your text, but I can't answer. I did see it pop up on my screen. Right? You see me, hold love you. They be saying hi to you. And they even said, ooh, this title, I just got here. I'll rewatch for staying in with the life. And I think there was some good stuff talked about. But for me, when I saw the questions of the AuthorTube newbie tag, I felt like me as Sid, I couldn't contribute anything to it, so I never did it. If you guys see, I believe it's still on my channel. I helped to create an AuthorTube tag, and it's called the Black AuthorTube tag, and that was for 2 reasons. A, to create a new tag for people, and B, to try to reach not just Black people, but more so people of color, to try to do it so we can see each other. Because like with the algorithm, it is so hard to meet people who are of color. It's just harder to find them because they do have a lower subscription count, subscriber count. Why say subscription? I got coffee coming in the mail. That's why I'm thinking of the subscription. They have a lower subscriber count. Oh my God. Lower subscriber count. Words, not today. So when you search something up, you'll only get people who have the views or higher subscriber counts, and those who are lower, they just trickle down. So I think that it was great to see the Black AuthorTube tag be perceived quite well, honestly. I know one of my fears, it was going to be someone to say, well, why is it just Black? Why not something else? But it's like, create your own tag. And I got a new tag coming out. But anywho, that's the point. But I feel like it's, you need to do the AuthorTube newbie tag. And then you need to do a video talking about your channel. And then you need to do a live stream. And then from there, it's like, okay, however people perceive you to be and what your channel will be, that's what you do. So that's why I asked, are there any rules? The only rule is don't be a dick. That should be a common sense, though. I feel like that is so true. But unfortunately, people can't get the head out of their ass. We have a howdy. I hope all of you are well. I need to see something. Okay, you're gonna have to help me out. YouTube TOS, I guess. What's TOS? Somebody help me. Someone help. What is this? We have a hello. Yes, for the rules. I was prepared for some to attempt some type of ignorant comment like that. I really was too, because I was just terms of service. Okay, gotcha. I went and I had to I got silent. I'm like, let me put a new tab. What's TOS? And it was like, it gave me a disease, and then it translated it to a cough. I'm like, that's not what, I don't think that's what was happening here. But yeah, I was looking for it, and I think at that point, then I wouldn't have said anything, but now I would be the first one to speak up, because it helped to start a whole new, it helped to see a lot more people who I never knew were out there. You know what I mean? So I think it was something that was really, really good. I look back on my phone and you were moving at 3x speed. I'm so sorry. My Wi-Fi, I keep getting the little signal on StreamYard for my Wi-Fi. It's going in and out. So Sorry about that. If I look crazy, I apologize. I'm gonna dive in with a moving vlog and piss everyone off, I guess. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's like on AuthorTube, it's like, can you share that? It's like, no, it's just for writing. But it's like, what about your natural personal life? Do you have to create a separate YouTube channel for that? Because I think a moving vlog is good. I think a school vlog is great. I think a work vlog is also awesome. Why is it that we always have to do is just about writing? I want the rule book. Yeah, I remember the rule book in Fairly Odd Parents. Someone showed me the rule books of AuthorTube. Someone should make one. LOL, Eva, you'll stir things up with a non-written vlog. It's weird when people get mad over that. Like, I love vlogs of various topics. Same. I'm someone who prefers a vlog. So, and I feel like as time has gone on, I've seen people do less vlogs, and I don't like that. I used to watch people's vlogs on my TV, and then I'll start writing. When people have those 40-minute vlogs that they swear no one listens to, I'll play it in the background, and I'll look up a few times, and I'm writing to it. Because it's like the little, especially when I was in, lockdown, because it was like having someone in my room when no one was really there. But, it's good. Those who gatekeep what is allowed are following roadmaps of their use that won't even work for their own growth, right? Doing something how a popular channel name won't work for someone unless they look like that person, right? Oh, look, that person does. And that's what I'm saying. It's I feel like with AuthorTube, which is why I'll go back to this, is AuthorTube dead. It's people want to see things the way they were first introduced to something, but things always evolve. Nothing in life, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if anything in life has ever remained the same, but I don't think anything in life remains the same. Everything is going to change. Someone's going to add something. Someone's going to take away something. Someone's going to look at something differently. So I feel like when people are saying you can't do vlogs or this doesn't feel the same, it's because you are used to it one way, but people want to do it a separate way, something different. So, yeah. This has been my personal TED Talk on is AuthorTube dead? Well, it wasn't asking if is AuthorTube dead. I said AuthorTube is dead. A little clickbait. But that is my whole rant and tangent on is AuthorTube dead. Let me know how you guys feel. If you have any other additional comments, I'm just chilling over here because I'm good. Barrett Laurie's channel, he talks about his journey with Crohn's along with his traditional publishing goals. Glory does writing events, but most of the channel content is just community. According to gatekeepers, neither channel should see growth. I think they both will. And you, as you check the replay, we was talking about Glory, who I said is someone. When I saw Glory started her channel after me, but she has more subscribers. And I was saying it's because people who leave, they don't want to reach out to other people. When Glory does live streams, she reaches out to other people. And I love seeing Glory's content. I think what Glory does, she just set her own path. And it's someone who is a writer who analyzes different things between movies to TV shows and books, and then goes deeper to talk about, okay, they added a disability or a mental illness. Should this have been here? Why did they do that? And I think it's super awesome. So, I'll have to look at the other person, but I think for me, for someone who does their own thing, it's definitely Glory, and I think people should check out Glory. And then everyone who you guys are talking about in general, I will be putting that down. Right? Glory is super accepting. Always feel safe. Even when I'm not on screening, Glory's like, you can come whenever. I'm like, I know it's just, work stuff, but always in the comments, checking up on me, will text me. Glory is just super awesome, nice, and amazing. And I think, I don't know what I think. But yeah, um, but I think, you know, with the content that Glory is doing, people don't see it as something to be a part of AuthorTube, but I think it's super amazing. Honestly, I think it is. So, yeah, I think that's me. I am done. I am out of breath for talking. And for one person to go on for 50 minutes on the chat, whew. So, yeah. I'm just going to check YouTube really quickly, see if anything's there. Nothing is there. Perfect. I am about to sign off and say au revoir. But before I go, I just want to thank everyone for coming, whether you're here or you're looking at the little replay. I appreciate it. Ooh, excuse me. My name is SID the KIDD, SID the Pack, SID Driana. Normally on my channel, I like to do live streams, which I've been taking a break from. But coming up, whenever I feel like I'm in a great space, I will do a lot more videos. I will have a little bit more live streams, and I will be inventing some more timers. Writer's Right is one of my babies that I'm still trying to figure out. I just want to see where it goes, how people feel. And this was something that wasn't on my list of topics to talk about, but last night I just had a burning urge just to let out my feelings about this. So I'm going to say thank you guys so much. And no, no, no. I guess I'm about to sign out. But yeah, I will see you guys. I don't know when, but the next time you do see me for Writers Right, I will have a co-star or two. So stay safe. See you guys.